Hey everybody, I just want to show you how to access your Moodle Classroom if you aren't familiar with this. And so I just went ahead and I guess I should start right here for y'all. I just went ahead and opened up the Moodle Classroom, and you would just either click on TC Online Moodle LMS, or if you click on my course, it should pop right open. So once you are into, maybe you'll see a screen with all your Moodle shells, or you should just have my class this little quick semester. So our class looks like this. So pop it open. Oh, it's not popping as fast as I wanted it to. Okay, I'm going to make myself a student so that you won't see a million things and say, oh no, this looks horrible. Okay, so this is all that we are looking at today. And I just wanted to point out that the very first section that you see is English 1301 Comp 1. In this section, this chapter of our book is what we call it. This is where you basically take a tour of the course. And so if I were to start this tour of the course, I could start with getting started, and that might give me some information that would be helpful. Let's just go ahead and look in there. See, it lets you know. You can print this if you want, read every page of it, look through the syllabus. So it just tells you this is how to get started. And you can either keep going down and clicking the next button, or if you'd prefer, you can come up here and go from this way. Okay. And so that is somewhat helpful. If ever you get lost, just go back up to the top. You need to follow the breadcrumbs. Hopefully you can see my little cursor here. And so the breadcrumbs have me at getting started, and then English 1301 composition, and then back to our shell from the very beginning. So anytime you get lost, just follow the breadcrumbs out. Sometimes the back arrow will take you back out page by page. Other times it'll dump you out and you have to log back in. And that's a pain in the butt. So whichever thing is light gray, that's where you're at. And this English 1301 Comp 1 just lays out what the course is for you. You just keep scrolling down until you get to the bottom of the page, and then you're finished with it. So this right here is the section I wanted you to see. This is the course syllabus. I know that usually you receive a syllabus that looks like, 19 pages long, sometimes in a college campus. But this is broken down in sections. Kind of helpful because then you don't have to sort through 18 pages to find what you're looking for. I just want to point out right here that the required text is a learning packet. You don't have to pay for it. Here is the attachment for it right here. Just a learning packet. And I'm going to open it up. Let's see how long that takes. Not long at all. Look, 94 pages long. We will not cover all of it. In this course, we can't do everything. We hit the things you must have. But this is helpful, the table of contents. All right. So if we're going to start with this descriptive essay and the writing process, the first two things, but we will have to skip a few things. We move forward and then go back and catch things. Anyway, table of contents, super helpful. So now if I X out of this, it's going to dump me entirely out of the Moodle Classroom. Don't want to X out. I just want to hit the backup button. Okay. And see, that was the classroom learning packet. So I can either hit next, the student learning outcomes down here in the bottom right-hand corner, or if all I wanted was to get to my learning packet, then I can just go back to the top of the page and again, use my little breadcrumbs to come back out. All right, so again, this where to start here, this kind of gives you a tour of how to turn things in Moodle, how to post in Moodle, and the things you need. This is an online course handbook. So all of that is super helpful, but we're going to scroll down because this, you need to review the syllabus so that you can acknowledge that you received it. Okay, so after that, again, I can use my next button that will take me to today's work, or I can come back up here and hit it right here, Tuesday, January 3rd, the descriptive essay. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. Okay, so we are going to do a descriptive essay today. It is our first essay, gives you an opportunity to get yourself back into the academic mindset, me an opportunity to see where you're at and how I can best help you. This is a kind of a low stakes assignment, so don't freak out about it. Don't freak out. So after we get away from the composition 1 page, the syllabus page, it's a little bit better because we just we scroll down in the daily assignments. Here is your overview. And what we have going on here is just an introduction to writing, what's involved in the writing process, what a 5-paragraph essay is, what descriptive writing is. And then it also tells you where you should read from the classroom learning packet and the assignments that you'll need to complete. Let's see if that's accurate. Syllabus acknowledgement, course assessment, descriptive essay, grammar lab 1. No, it's not accurate. I'll fix it as soon as we're finished because you have one more assignment in there. Notice how my laptop just kicked me right out of where I want it to be. So going back again. All right, scrolling down. Again, here's everything we're looking at and the assignments to complete. I will update that right away. Here comes your resources. And again, help with the writing process, how to do descriptive writing, understanding the 5-paragraph essay and thesis. These things are important. The writing process and how to understand the 5-paragraph essay with thesis statement, very important. So I really want you to take a look at those. I would open everything up, but I'm trying to keep this brief. Okay, so assignments for the day. The first thing you're going to do is take a 1-question quiz. It's true or false. Did you receive a syllabus acknowledgement? I'm going to go ahead and attempt this quiz to show you how easy it is. I'm just going to click on the quiz, and then I say, yes, I want to attempt that right now. And then I come down and it says, I have read and understand the policies and procedures underlined in the course syllabus for English 1301. And then it's a true or false question. And then we finish that attempt. All right. After we do that, breadcrumbs to go back. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to take this little pre-course assessment. Do not freak out about this. It really is an overview of things we'll be learning in the next 2 weeks. So some of you haven't learned it yet. You've never heard of this stuff before. Don't Google answers. Just do your best. You have an hour and a half to do it. It's never taken someone an hour and a half to complete this. Most people can do it in 30 minutes or less. Don't just go through and pick a bunch of C's and B's. This is for you to see where you're at and me to see where you're at. It's just an assessment. Even if your grade is in the toilet, you still get 100 for taking the assessment. All right, scrolling down. Here we are to that descriptive essay assignment. I prefer for you to turn in all of your assignments in Microsoft Word. And it is due by 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Again, I'm just looking for a first sample of writing. I would love to see 5 paragraphs, and we'll move on from there. So be sure to look at your resources. This is how you're learning, is by watching those films, reading those documents. Okay, in any of the little short video clips I've given you, they are short. They truly are. All right, and then here is where you upload that descriptive essay. All righty, scrolling down again. The next thing we're going to come to, there are 10 grammar labs. Each grammar lab is set up like this. There's a little PowerPoint to understand the grammar concept. There is a YouTube video. There's an online practice. And then here is the quiz itself. This is about using commas. So you will say to yourself, okay, this is a good refresher. So glad I went over it. The PowerPoint is very helpful. All righty. So you've got the comma quiz going on. And then grammar lab number 2 is about semicolons and colons. All right. So again, there's a couple videos about, one about semicolons, one about colons. No, these are PowerPoints, pardon me. A couple PowerPoints about semicolon and colon usage. Here is the video about semicolons, video about colons. Here is the online practice. And then here is the quiz. And bam, you're done. Okay. So you are doing, if we scroll from the top down, you're going to do your pre-course assessment. Your syllabus acknowledgement, 1 question, true or false, pre-course assessment. Then you're going to submit your descriptive essay. And finally, Grammar Lab 1, Grammar Lab 2. All of this is due by 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Alrighty. If you have any questions at all, please email me. I have already answered multiple emails today during a mini-mester. I just keep my phone with me in case somebody sends me a question, they're panicking. I want to get to you right away because we don't have a lot of time for you to hunt me down. Alrighty, that is the Moodle Classroom. Biggest thing to remember there is follow your breadcrumbs versus the backup button. Play around with it. If as soon as you play around with it for a while, you're like, okay, I got this. And also, if you're in this Comp 1, in these chapters, where to get started, it gives you some information on how to use the Moodle system too. Email me if you don't get it. I'm happy to meet you online via Teams. We can just talk for a few minutes and get things sorted out so that you feel more comfortable. And you've got my email address because I've emailed you 100 times already. So I hope everybody has a fabulous day. Let me know if I can help. Talk to you later.